Dimash chocolate. Dimash's mummy. Dimash's deers. Dimash's vocals. Dimash's dance moves, and more.
This is the greatest show.
And green tea. Let's go. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If I haven't already met you, welcome. At this stage I do hope that you're comfortable. Seriously, you would be wearing this if you were me. It's really cold in England. I'm going to do this as best as possible. I hope I don't miss anything out, and I do apologise if I do, but I'll do my best. Let's take you from the beginning. I'm having a coffee with the husband, and I'm having a coconut cappuccino or something, I don't know. He's like looking at the trains, and we're just like, you know, talking about what I'm gonna wear, you know, important things like that. And it turns out that all the trains were cancelled. Great, Southwest trains, thank you so much. So we're kind of panicking a bit because we don't really like the idea of driving into London, because that's a bit nutty. Do so at your own peril. So what we do, we keep checking the times and hoping that we can get to the concert, and taking a coach takes about 45 days from Bournemouth to London, so we don't really want to do that. So it just so happens, because he's really smart, like me, he says, why don't we go to Reading, travel up there, and then get another train down, and then from there get tubes and everything like that, because that's the most logical thing we can do right now. So in the end we do that, and we actually meet a friend along the way, so we sit with him and it's fine. We have a nice chat. So we did make it, but I was a bit like, oh, I don't think we're gonna miss it. That's not gonna happen. Not in my time. So we didn't, so life's good. And actually, we were early. We got there about 3:30 in the afternoon, and I'm all dolled up. We had something to eat, and then I went into the cocktail bar, the green tea bar, and then we just relaxed and enjoyed ourselves. And then I was waiting at 6 o'clock to meet the dears, so you guys, and I absolutely loved it. It was so lovely. And somebody was like messaging me on Facebook saying, where are you, Rebecca? I want to meet you. I'm in the line. The line up, the queue up. I was like, okay, well, I'll try and like, you know, just look out for me. I was wearing like this pink coat, you can't miss it. So I get to meet Alana, who's my translator. That's amazing, on YouTube. And I just think, that's just so cool. No, I don't have that, but I do, so that's brilliant. She's so lovely, everyone's so lovely. Other YouTubers as well, Shady and Dan, and wonderful and funny and loving. That's always a good thing, right? Because you don't know. You just don't know if they're gonna be mean and horrible. So I meet up, and then I'm getting like badges from people and like chocolate. Dimash has his own shop here. This is his chocolate. And I've already had a bar. Okay, I didn't have a whole bar. I like shared it, kind of. That was amazing. Just all these little things, and like it was just so exciting to go through like the VIP area, because I don't think that'll, I don't know, it's just those kind of things that will maybe, possibly never happen again, but not to say it in a negative way, just you don't know, do you? You don't know where this life will turn. So we do like some videos and some pictures with dears, and so that they're like, you guys are so cute and so sweet. I just want to like hug you all. And then, but I started to handshake. I was like, oh, it's so formal, like nice to meet you, darlings, nice. But I actually, so it's more personable to like hug. Yeah. And then we will go and have some coffees, green tea of course. And so that was really cool, and just nice like to talk and get to know everybody. And then it was our turn to go onto this. Well, I went upstairs and sat down in really comfortable seat. It was really nice. It was like velour, or it was some kind of like crushed velvet. So that was really nice. Actually, before I did that, oh my gosh, I went into like the VIP lounge, you know, the bar area. I went with confidence, so I started just to strut down. I wasn't really walking like that, of course. And we just sat, and I sometimes like to people watch, and I just find some, like a lot of people, interesting to watch. So there I'm just sort of taking it in, trying to stay very present with this, just trying to keep it in, and then I see this lady who's wearing the most gorgeous dress, although I think it was more a jacket and a skirt, and this amazing silver ornament on her. And I think I quickly realised it's Dimash's mum. Okay, you know when you're half, I always do that, like half like, I'm gonna ask her like to talk to me. Oh, no I can't. Yeah I can. 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 No I can't. It's good breath management that. So in the end, I was like, you know, I'm gonna go over to her and go, hey, my name's Rebecca. Can I have a picture with you? You know, like a little chat. And she was with her friend. She was just went, and that's it. The nod was everything I needed to know right at that moment. So here's a picture of me and Dimash's mummy. She's so beautiful. She's so very elegant and ladylike, and she smelled really good. Okay, let's get on with the concert. We're upstairs. I'm sat between two YouTubers, and they're really cool. So thanks guys for being lovely and funny. 2.5 hours of explosional vocals and gorgeous arrangement musically, with the instruments, the dancing, and of course the singing, which is everything. To see him as close as I did, it's kind of dreamlike, because I've seen so many videos of him now, and you kind of think, what would it be like? And I say it in my videos a lot, you can't beat live singing. You can't beat being there. So I didn't take lots of videos or pictures. I took a few, but I just wanted to immerse myself and encapsulate myself in the concert, in his voice, and cocoon myself, so to speak. And there were times I was so digesting it visually and audibly that I can't really explain it, because there's certain songs that really do resonate with you, and when it hits you, and I say this with his songs, when it hits your soul, it is like nothing else. It just feels like it's that kind of just you and him, just you and the artist, and you're sharing this kind of very, very raw feeling, that delve deep into your soul. Does that make sense? And you're just kind of, well, you know me, I just want to cry all the time, but and you're just fully immersed and you just want to absorb, and it's as if his voice speaks to you and you're there, and it's almost like a floating sensation. Does that make sense? Okay, well maybe the people who are there kind of know what I mean, or they're just like, oh yeah, she's gone crazy. I don't know the instrument. It had like 2 strings, but I never knew dexterity required for playing. And he did a cappella, but and then the tempo started to run a lot quicker. It was just amazing. The song where I wouldn't say he broke down. I wouldn't say he broke down, but the song, you know, it's about his friend, his skater, right? Which I didn't know at the time. I'm just like, oh, I know this song. I remember doing this song like 8, 7, whatever months ago. I was like, oh, I recognize this song, SOS. So it's about Dennis 10, right? And it's only towards the end, right at the end, that he walks off stage. But I didn't even realize that. I just thought, you know, that's just him finishing that song. But you could see, or you could hear vocally, he was sad. And, you know, some people have been like, oh, he could have kept it together. I think that's ridiculous, but that's my opinion. I'm all for however you're feeling at the time. You unleash how you're feeling, but it was, and you know the song, those staccato high notes, the C6 and beyond, isn't it? And very much the unraveling, so to speak, of those lower notes, those chest resonant notes that he can go ridiculously low, so freely and so effortless, right? So, hang on, something's popped up on my laptop. Annoying. Who does that? I had to get rid of it. Sorry, how's the hat? It's still going good.
Because of me, because of me. Because of who?
You're just drawn in. You kind of like, there are times I was literally off my seat like this and I just wanted to, you know, like perch on the end like a little bird, perched. And there are other times I just wanted to sit back and just relax into his singing. But yeah, that one stuck out. He did an a cappella piece as well. I can't remember the name of the song, but it was just pure a cappella. That was beautiful. He also did a tribute to Michael Jackson, and obviously big Michael Jackson fan, and I can see, which I never really seen before, Hang on, I'm gonna pause it. Yeah, gotcha. You can really see that he is influenced by Michael Jackson. A lot of people are. A lot of people are. But you could see that, especially when he did the tribute. I was like, ah, and I could see his like magic feet working around the stage. I was like, look at you, Chad, you're doing the Michael Jackson, you know, like. And I love the dancing bit, but it was kind of like, with the dancers as well. Well done, girls, you did a great job. And you know, that kind of stuff. I'm sure, hopefully this is probably in the wrong order, by the way, but I just want to authentically, organically give it to you, darling. So I love that piece. I also love the fact he brought on his friend, female singer. She sang like a little angel. She was very good, very poetic, very pure sounding. Before I forget, I do want to talk about Dimash's vocals. Crystal clear. We know how he sounds, but again, to see it live, you do not, I repeat, you do not get the same on a phone recorded. I mean, I might show you the All By Myself snippet that I got, and the backing singers don't show as good as they were. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can never expect from a device this big, I'm sure technology will improve. I mean, it's not bad for what we have right now, 2018, right? But you can't expect it. I mean, this is like the latest Samsung, so visually it's quite good. To hear the sounds from this kind of going into here, it's ridiculous to think that. I only got a few clips. I wanted to give, like I said, I wanted to stay present, and actually almost disjointed listening back. You don't get the same experience, but how are you going to be? Because you're not in that situation at the same time.
Answer. Oh, yeah. No,
I did like the intro, by the way. Before I forget, also when he came on, it's so patriotic. I don't feel like we're really like that here in England. I mean, I don't go around waving the United Kingdom flag. I just don't, I'm sorry. I do feel like, so I used to say as a child, like, I think I asked my dad, you know, am I American or am I French? Because I don't think I thought maybe I was a part of every culture, every country. Maybe that's why I like YouTube so much. I don't know. Extreme patriotism, that's the right word. And I love that, you know, like there's so much embraced love for his country, for the deers at the front. I was like, I can see you guys, hi there. I don't know if they could see me, but you can see that love, that wonderful energy that you can see between him and the fans, you know, and I love that. And speaking of energy, he has so much energy. He has a body like Michael Jackson, as in it's very athletic and it just moves around the stage. And to be able to, there were points when he was singing, it was just, you can't really imagine it, because I loved it when he did, I only remember on the V.I.P track that I saw, he's like, that kind of thing. Except there's discussions about whether V.I.P was recording that. Sorry, I don't know. I'm just going by what people are saying. Don't hate me. Demonstrate that. I think, is that just a stylistic thing? Like it's fun to do all the time? Or was it literally, sorry, me again. Moving. Great, another one. Like, just to show that, you know, he is live. And you can tell he was live because it's like the breathing. You could hear a bit of reverb, you know, like, that kind of thing. You could, I'm doing a Dimash vocal right now. Wish me luck. You know, absolutely crystal clear and just wonderful. And you could see everyone, because now and again, you know, I'm sort of used to looking at people's faces, right? So I was just like looking around and they're just like, you know, all stood still, or sat still, because you get told off you were walking. You can't do that. After that he was sick, was he like, you know, my Instagram, was he okay? I was like, what are you talking about? Of course he was okay, silly, it's Dimash. He was sick, and I think I said, no he's not, no he wasn't. There was no signs to me that he was sick, because the pure legato lines that stemmed right up into head voice city to soprano city was absolutely divine, and you cannot ask for more. On top of dancing, which we know, trying doing jumping jacks while singing, right, that kind of thing, it's really difficult. And to have that connection and energy and love, it's in a live setting. Also, I just want to give a shout out also to the musicians, especially Bongo Dude, because he was, when there was like interludes, he was the guy who was there conducting almost, or just like having fun. And actually, before I forget also, I think Dimash, I don't know if we see him as this serious character. I think I did, like, he's so opera. And it's like serious, which I get, it's serious stuff singing. But he was making jokes with the audience, you know, and then he was like getting us to sing with him. I was like, yeah, I like this bit, let's do it now. Oh look, I fell on the stage, not again. You know, like, there was humour involved, and I think that's really important, you know. But All By Myself got me, because I hadn't heard him sing that before. And also the Queen song got to me also. It's just one of those songs, you know, the Celine Dion song, All By Myself. You always think, what can top that song when you sing it? And it's just a very, very technically difficult song to sing. And of course, he managed it rather well. And it's just the power, the storytelling in that song. Living alone, da 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 da. When I da da, you know, it's kind of like low key singing at this point. It's a bit chesty, there's a bit of resonance down there. Nobody's home. Bit of chord closure, nothing crazy going on there. And then it just ascends to next verse and then chorus. All by myself, don't wanna be. And it's that next bit, which he nailed. He absolutely nailed every single song. It felt like there were so many different songs, the upbeat and the ballady type of songs. A good mix, I think a good mix. I think I do prefer him singing the ballady ones, because I think that's where vocally he shines the most. But we're all different, and we all have our opinions there. You just love opinions. Keep them to yourself. Joking. Oh, and in the All By Myself, there was a part we were waiting, you know, you kind of like, go! When he was doing the part. Da 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 da, by myself, by myself. That bit going up, the ascending bit right at the end. He went, and it was something like that. It was, I found that hilarious, because everyone was like, oh, Dimash, you're playing with our feelings. Don't. But it was really funny. And then he would be like, kind of thing. And then we'll be like, still waiting for the actual note. And then he'll be going like, you know, riffing off, improv, that kind of thing. Okay, you've probably got a video somewhere which is completely nothing like that, but you know what I mean? He was like doing all this kind of vocal gymnastics and agility kind of work there. which I thought was hilarious. I loved it. Hilarious and scarily good. Absolutely fantastic. And then he managed to hit those notes with so much ease. It's always apparent with so much ease. There's a lot going on with your breath management, the chord closure, the embouchure, the mindset. You've got to have it all on point, you know. The vowel modifications there, because it's not his first language, is it? You've got to remember that as well. What are you saying to me, speaking French? No. There was a train, I had the last train to catch, so I watched till the end. It was 2.5 hours long and it was kind of scary, but we managed to get the train back, and the last train, I got back home about 2:30 in the morning. It was a little bit queasy the next day, but it was good. Absolutely so much fun. Lovely to meet everybody. You're all so loving. Thank you for my gifts. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the tickets, Karen, and thank you Alana and everyone else for making it all possible. And I do hope to see him again. When's he back in London? Is that too soon to ask? Like, when's he coming back? You know? Sorry, it's just like chocolate. Power to Dimash. Power to you. Hashtag never stop singing, Dimash. Thank you for a most wonderful experience. And I thank you. Thank you for your delivery, your emotionality, your core, your strength of singing, your agility, your work, your dynamics, crescendo, diminuendo. I think it's love saying that. Your prowess, your peacock-like mantra. You're performing your skills. You are like no other. And thank you guys for who I met along the way. You're really cool. Bye-bye.